Today we're playing a very, very solid and OG lavaloon deck that has come back in the meta, surprisingly. Used by the #1 lava player right now on ladder, top 10, Gravity. He's been very good this season. He's doing really well. He's, yeah, it's just interesting to see this deck come back out of nowhere, and apparently it's pretty good. So we're trying it out, seeing how it's doing today. Minions, Mega Minion. That's a throwback. I mean, a lot of the time you see people using the Skelly Drags and the Phoenix, but now we're back to the OGs. So, this guy has the Inferno Dragon. You never want to see this. Okay, the Inferno Dragon is just, I hate it. I hate it so much. So this guy, Lumberloon, great. We're just going to pull this Lumberjack, and I might just drop a Fireball on this. Yeah, we'll just drop a Fireball last second and get rid of it, because the Valkyrie and the Skeletons do force out a Polar. Interesting. That's pretty good for us. Defending Lumberloon, this matchup is so good. If you play this correctly, this matchup is so good because there is going to be almost no opportunity for the opponents to get damage. You may think Lumberloon's pretty hard to defend, but if you think about it, you really just need a ground card for the Lumberjack and just the air card for the balloon. And if you're saving your tombstone for his balloon, you should be well off. So here I'm just going to zap. We're applying a little bit of pressure, getting some chip damage. Nothing crazy. We're going to deal with this, just a tombstone. That's fine. I mean, it's just, you plant a tombstone down, it's going to pull any Lumberjacks with, it won't pull the balloon if he was to play it in the left lane, but it will pull a Lumberjack. So that's pretty good for us there. Even though we spent a little more elixir than he did, we got some nice damage. So I'm going Valk here to distract this E-Dragon so we can go with the Mega Minion, because it's going to force out a Lumberjack since he doesn't have Bowler back yet. And so this way what's going to happen is we're going to split up his Lumberloon, since ideally he doesn't want to go Lumberloon into a Mega Minion and a Tombstone, so he's not going to. We are going to get a big balloon hit. He does activate King Tower, but was it worth it? I think so. I think so. We have a 1,300 damage lead right now. I think it was well worth it. So yeah, we're just gonna be careful, prevent this guy from going in on offense. I think it's a good time to go in with our Lava Hound, but the biggest thing is we cannot let this guy get a good counter push going. We absolutely cannot let him get a counter push, because if he gets a counter push, it is very hard to stop his Lumberloon push. So we're going to go Valk, and I'm going to Fireball. It's going to hit both of those. We did get the Mega Minion hit, ladies and gentlemen. The important interaction of this game is a Mega Minion hit and a Fireball kill the Electro Dragon, so that's big. As you can see, he never got a chance to get his push down, his counter push, because we killed all of his units. So that was very nice. We forced out a lot of elixir with the freeze, and now he doesn't have freeze for his offense. Inferno Dragon, you just stop it with the tombstone and we're chilling. Very nice here. So we're gonna go Valk in the back to just mirror kind of his Bowler in the back. I'd like to see what he does here. Lumberjack in the opposite lane. Interesting. I think it would have been tough for me to stop a Lumberloon in the same lane as this Bowler and this E-Dragon. He randomly decided to throw that over there, and we could zap here. This is big because the Mega Minion's going to take this. Oh, the Fireball. Oh, I think the Mega Minion stays alive. That's clutch. That is clutch. We are going to go in here in just a second. Make sure this Inferno Dragon dies first so we don't have any monkey business going on. As you can see, we have only taken 700 damage this game. He hasn't got a balloon to the tower. We're just going to plop down this again, and we don't get a balloon hit, but the Death Bomb does 318 damage, I believe. So pretty nice here. We're just going to zap Fireball. It's going to get everything low and help us get rid of this Bowler. So now that this Bowler is dead, look at this. We just have like a dead push coming in here. He can freeze all he wants. We're just going to go Tombstone back up here. He freezes the minions, and the Tombstone delayed the freeze long enough for us to get those minions to kill the balloon. And so now we're going in because we have the elixir advantage after he went with the heavy offensive push. All we need is the Fireball on the Inferno Dragon. 2 Mega Minion hits and a Fireball kills the Inferno Dragon. So the Mega Minion has some very clean interactions, I would say. And we zap at the last second to prevent that E-Dragon hit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just going with the balloon, applying the pressure. It should be over. He can only delay the inevitable at this point. We only need one more zap if this balloon somehow doesn't get any damage. It did get damage. So we did manage to win a pretty good matchup. It's definitely difficult for newer players, but once you get the hang of it, it is easy. All right, game number 2, we've got Sijo. I don't care if that's how you pronounce it, but the clan name is relatable. I'm not in mid-ladder, but you may leave mid-ladder. Mid-ladder will never leave you. So, you know, we're that's a little annoying because, you know, once per 10 games, I'm forced to face some combination of, like, Executioner, Inferno Dragon, or, you know, some guy just, what are we playing today? Let me just sub in the Executioner for my air targeting card. You know, it's infuriating. Hopefully we don't face any Executioner because it drives me insane. Top 3 worst card in the game for me to face. I'm going to go Balloon. I slightly messed up the anti-NATO spot, so I hope this guy doesn't have NATO. I was a split second too late with that Balloon. Let's see what he does. I'm gonna just minions. He decided to not play anything on the Balloon, which I think was interesting. He does NATO. Okay, so he is at 0 elixir now, or he's at like 1 now, but that was very nice for us. And we're gonna just go with the Valkyrie here, because, you know, why not? Why not? And he goes with the E-Wizard opposite lane. Very interesting. I mean, you're at 400 HP on the tower, so, I mean, I would think you would save in case, you know, I counter push, but I guess this guy's not the coldest spoon in the fridge. So here we are with a massive lead. I should have just fireballed that tower, but anyways, that's over. I mean, that's how easy it is sometimes. You just one tiny little play, and you know your opponent's day is ruined. So, very nice. On to the next one. All right, Megumin coming in here. Let's see. Hopefully, this is a manageable matchup. I prefer to not be facing Goblin Hut. I can beat Goblin Hut. It is tricky, but it is possible to beat Goblin Hut. So, in case you were wondering, that's one of the big upsides for this deck is you can beat Hog EQ and some Royal Giant, and sometimes you can beat the Drill deck, or not Drill, the Goblin Hut deck. So, anyways, we're gonna face Expo Cannon. I think this guy has like the Queen Fireball version. I think this is a really old deck. Like, it's okay, it's not really old, but it's a few metas old. I haven't seen this deck in a long time. We get a nice Balloon Death Bomb. That's cool. So I'm thinking here for sure we probably just go Lava because there's no real downside. I've got my minions in case he wants to go Expo. I'm thinking Expo players usually like to go same lane, but yeah, I mean, that's why we're just going to go Mega Minion behind. We'll go Minions if we have to, but I feel like the Valk on offense might be really annoying for him because he only has the Knight. Yeah, and so if we can just go, maybe we just go Valk here, and then we can Fireball, hit this Queen back. And so the Queen is still going to pretty much kill everything, but the Valk and the Lava Pups, yeah, they're going to deal some work. Valkyrie, okay, he does a good job wrapping up the Valkyrie, but the Lava Pups did lock on to a couple 500 extra damage. That's pretty nice. So we are up a nice almost 2,000 HP. Hopefully we can get this Expo wrapped up, because I know he wants to go Expo on offense, but that's why I'm kind of saving my Balloon, because the Balloon is the surefire way to defend the Expo in this matchup, because we can save our Lava and our Mega Minion for the offense and then try and defend his Expos with the Balloon. So as you can see, and also what's cool here is that you can actually force out an early Cannon or Archer Queen, because your opponent can't just ignore the Balloon once it's on the Expo. So it's a double-edged sword right there. It's Balloon on defense and on offense, and the Death Bomb hitting the Queen lets me Fireball Zap it. So that's pretty Pog Champ. I'd like to go with I did not just say Pog Champ. I'm sorry, the Twitch lingo is rubbing off on me. But I'd like to go with the second Lava. We're actually probably just, yeah, I mean, this is going to be dead. So we're just going to go with the second Lava mediumly high. I think it's a good play. I don't want to go with the bridge because I want to give myself enough time to get some more elixir down. But since he used his Fireball, now I'm thinking we could go Minions and Fireball this. And this should be good. We will hopefully be getting onto this tower, just zapping the Queen. And we do get a hit. That was a pretty cheap hit. But, I mean, to be fair, I don't think we were going to lose that, even if we didn't get to take that tower right there, because that was a very clean match. We only took like 100 combined damage on both towers. So that was pretty free, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, hopefully another really good matchup. I mean, this deck gives you a lot of easy matchups. You've got to have patience through like the weird mid-ladder meta decks. Or, you know, because it's really annoying with all those off-meta counters and arrows and Fireball and Executioner, and they make the minions pretty irrelevant. But besides that, this deck can give you a lot of good matchups versus decks that are good in the meta, so it's very nice. Hopefully this is not E-Giant. That would be annoying. It is Pump. Okay, so that means 3 Musketeers, I believe. And you know what the great part about 3 Musketeers is, ladies and gentlemen? You can enjoy a splendid heaping helping of just stuff everything you can behind the Lava Hound and Fireball Zap the Musketeers. So we just went minions on the E-Barbs. It's just a 3 for 6 trade, and it fully wraps them up with the help of the Tombstone, of course. There's no need to sack those. What we need to make sure is we're going Mega Minion late because I need to have enough Elixir to Fireball Zap, obviously. So you want to go wait for 9 Elixir, and just like that, that tower should be ours. Even if he played something to distract it, it's only going to distract it momentarily, so it's basically just wasting Elixir as the opponent. And I think a nice Valkyrie in the pocket in just a second will be very nice. There we go. And he pumps, so that's really bad for him. We're just going to go minions as well, and I don't see him defending this. He just used all of his Elixir on defending the Valkyrie. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take him down to like 1k here, maybe a little more. Yeah, 1.3k. We haven't taken any damage, okay? And he's down to 1300. So, yeah, I mean, another pretty good matchup. I mean, you got to be careful. You got to be smart here. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, I don't have anything to defend these E-Barbs with, so I'm just going to go Balloon. And then once I have enough Elixir, I'll go Valkyrie, and that should be a good game because he doesn't have enough Elixir for 3 Musketeers. So that's why this matchup is pretty easy, is that your opponent only has the 3 Musketeers. And this is another very good matchup that this deck has given us, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. Alright, one last game for the video. Adam, he has a very good profile. Hopefully it's a little bit more of a challenge because this, I understand that the free matchups, good matchups is nice as a player because you want trophies, but it's not that entertaining to watch. So hopefully we get a nail biter here. But I mean, don't give me a hard matchup. Just give me something that's, you know, make it look a little tough. You know what I'm saying? So the Monk and the Mother. Okay, well that's fine. I mean, the Mother Witch gonna die to a fireball here. The Monk is very unpleasant for this deck as the minions and the Mega Minion both die to the Monk. We are going to go Mega Minion in just a second. It will kill this Goblins. We're going to take a little bit of damage, but I can just lob in front here. He did use his Mother Witch. So if I remember correctly, it's RG Phoenix. He only has the Phoenix left on defense. If the Phoenix comes out, yep, the Balloon's coming out because he does have Fireball as his spell. And sadly, my poor guy does not have Mother Witch in cycle. So we might be able to just go ahead and zap and take out this egg. And we're going to have a little bit of hoggies to deal with here. But I don't think that's a huge problem. We can just go Valk for the hoggies. It's pretty chill. And hopefully we can get a nice a little counter push maybe. Perhaps. Mayhaps. So... I'm not too sure. I'm thinking here. I'm not too sure what to do because I can't really... I mean, yeah, I think that's a good play. We'll force out the ability early, and then we can later on not have to deal with the ability. Because I was wondering, I mean, both the Mega Minion and the minions die to the Monk ability. But honestly, I think in the future, it may be better to let the minions die to the ability because he can kill the minions with the Fireball and with the Mother Witch pretty easily, but he can't the other way around. So, hopefully, I don't see a problem with taking the tower. Hopefully we don't actually give up this tower. That's what I'm going to try and do. I could feint defense. We're going to just not Fireball that because that would just be kind of stupid since I can take it out with the Mega Minion. He's going with a little bit of a weird Monk there. And interestingly, he's going to go Royal Giant into a Valk and a Mega Minion. He plays another Phoenix. Or wait, no, that's the same Phoenix. Never mind. He's this same Phoenix. Oh, there's the other Phoenix. Okay, why did you... Okay, well, why would you do that? I don't get it. We're just going to minions, and I'm going to force him to spell this tower down. You're going to have to spell it, my friending. That is, we're not letting you get any other way. You have to Fireball it, and that way he's going to have no Elixir to defend this lavaloon push. And that is, yeah, that's probably game, set, match, because, you know, he doesn't have anything to the Mother Witch. She's annoying, but she doesn't really do DPS. So we're going to wrap this guy up pretty easily. And, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good video to showcase how good some of the matchups are with this deck. It is very nice, very easy, very splendid.